The Boston Celtics are without a doubt the most dangerous team in the NBA. They are hot as of late, and since the month of March, they are 15-2. When you compare that to some of the other Eastern Conference powerhouses, the Cavaliers are 13-5, and the Knicks barely have a winning record since the beginning of March with a 9-8 record. You go out west, Oklahoma City, they're 16-2 since March started, but you go down the standings, and you got Houston with a 13-5 record since the beginning of March, and the Lakers, who, yes, the Lakers are the 3 seed, they have a 10-9 record since the beginning of March. And not only is this team the most dangerous because they are on fire as of late, but they are literally on fire. They've hit the most threes in NBA history by a team in a single season, and when they are led by two do-it-all wings with Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, surrounded by absolute snipers, I don't see how you don't see this team as terrifying. They missed out on the regular season record by a staggering 12 three-pointers last year. The Golden State Warriors in 2022 put up 1,370 made threes, and of course the Celtics last year put up 1,358. This year, the Celtics have already surpassed that, so that makes this core of players like Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Pritchard off the bench, Sam Hauser, all these guys, Derek White, how did I forget Derek White? They all are the same core of the team that has two of the three greatest three-point shooting regular seasons of all time. Like I said, however, it all starts with the wings, and JB is back. I mean, look at that, right? From half court, he put up 31 last night to go with 5 boards, 3 assists in just 29 minutes on only 16 shot attempts. And it's not like he took 15 free throws either. He was in his bag early. When he's pulling up from 3, that's how you know he's about to have a big time night. 22.6 points a game on the year, 6 boards, 4.6 assists, and 1.2 steals on 46% shooting from the field, 32% from 3 on about 6 attempts. That is a really good year from JB. And look at this. I mean, he is so shifty. He's a 6'6 wing with a 7-foot wingspan with unlimited bounce. And he is extremely shifty. He can get to the rim on you in a heartbeat, but he also has defensive upside like right here. And we've seen him in years past locking down the other team's perimeter number 1, like right here against Anthony Edwards. That never had a chance of going in. Kelly Oubre, straps. Same thing with Tyrese Maxey right here. You're going to try to drive it in, get to the elbow? No, sir. We're sending that the other way, and we're out and running. And then once you get him posted up on the block, it's pretty much unstoppable, right? Especially when you have 40% guys from 3 spacing the floor, and then for some reason poor Grayson Allen is trying to guard this man, and he's just going to get to the other side of the rim and get the layup to go. And then now he's knocked down a couple jumpers. He's going to use it to his advantage, shot fake, get Iguodala in the air, and he's going to get the and one to go. And then once again, little back to the basket game, big body in Ryan Dunn, who's a good perimeter defender for a wing, and he's just too small, right? And then JB getting inside once again, just torturing Grayson Allen. The poor guy, he couldn't do a thing. And then, oh my, look at the vision. The vision, right? He's up to 4.6 assists per game this year compared to 3.6 from a year prior. And then Jayson Tatum, another guy that has really improved his passing from last year, where he averaged 4.9 assists. This year, he's up to 6 assists per game. And honestly, he's having an MVP caliber season if you don't look at the efficiency. He's averaging 27 points per game, 8.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.1 steals in just 36 minutes a night. And that is, all in all, pretty much an NBA MVP season. Now, Tatum is 6'9", 220, and the Suns trying to guard him with Tyus Jones didn't really make sense to me, but that's what the Celtics do, right? They generate mismatches, like right here, where they get him onto Nick Richards going downhill. As you can see, Ryan Dunn, that's the correct matchup, but Cornette's going to come set a screen, he's going to come flying off of it, and get right downhill against Nick Richards, right to the rim with the lefty lay. And then now they finally have Ryan Dunn on him, and it just simply doesn't matter, because he is too good. He gets to his spot and knocks down a turnaround midi. We're going to talk about this set right here later on in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But on the year, he's shooting 45% from the field, 34% from 3 on about 10 attempts per game, and is a stud. He's a freight train coming downhill. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that is you, go ahead and fix that. Now, let's take a look at the genius of Joe Mazzulla and what he does to get his guys the ball. Now, I wanted to bring this up because this is the new set that's kind of taken the league by storm. And you've got your point guard here, you've got your scorer here, and your shooter, right? either, with the Celtics, anybody can be anything. We got Jaylen Brown, the Finals MVP, just running to stand in the corner. So what's going to happen is Porzingis is going to pop. We're going to have an entry here at the elbow. It's almost kind of like a horns action. And then JT is just going to turn around and simply set a back screen for Derek White. And the whole goal of this is to get Royce O'Neal, who is guarding Jayson Tatum, to step high and have to help on Derek White. And a lot of NBA teams are running this right now. So we're going to see here, Porzingis is going to pop. We're going to get the ball to him. And now here comes Tatum for that back screen. The Suns don't bite this time, right? Royce O'Neal stays home. Or actually, it's pretty bad defense. But Royce O'Neal, for the most part, stays home. Bradley Beal locks on to Jayson Tatum. Derek White's going to flare a little bit. And boom, we're going to get a wide open look for a 3-ball, and Derek White is not going to miss many of these. Now this is 5 minutes later in the game. We've got the same setup with Derek White at point. Again, the Finals MVP standing down here in the corner, Drew Holiday in the other corner. You got Horford, who's going to pop, and Tatum, who's setting this little back screen to free him, and then he's going to turn around and set a back screen on Bradley Beal for Derek White, who's going to flare out. And the same exact thing happened. So Horford's going to pop, Tatum's going to turn around to set this screen, and the Suns are prepared for this, right? Derek White's going to act like he's coming down, and then he's really going to flare out. Tatum's setting this back screen ready to roll to the rim, and then you got Booker, of course, sitting in help. Now, Ryan Dunn's not going to come off too far because, if you can deny Jaylen Brown the ball, that's probably best case scenario. But really what the Celtics are looking for is for this to free up Jayson Tatum rolling downhill or for Derek White. One of these two guys has to get open. And once again, as this plays out, both of them go with Jayson Tatum. Makes sense. He's an MVP caliber player. And honestly, that's not bad defense whatsoever from Royce O'Neal. Derek White is just Derek White, and he's going to knock it down. Joe Mazzulla went with the old phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Once again, running the same exact set. Tatum's going to come over here, set this back screen. Booker this time is not as well prepared as Bradley Beal was earlier, and so as this takes place, here comes Tatum to set this screen. White's going to pop. He gets more on the outside of him this time, which kind of helps it so he can really flare it. You got Hauser in the corner this time with Drew Holiday here, and this works out because Tatum's going to be able to roll right down the paint, right down Broadway. He gets a little bit of a step on him, and again, remember, Jayson Tatum is 6'9". If he's an NFL tight end, you're throwing this up every single time and trusting him to go make a play. One-handed grab, goes up and lays it in. That's beautiful right there. Now, this Celtics team is absolutely stacked. They also got guys like Kristaps Porzingis that can step back and knock it down. Luke Cornett is his backup, but honestly, he's played his way into being the ninth man in this rotation. Peyton Pritchard is a dog off the bench, can come in and knock it down at any point, can really get hot from time to time. Al Horford, I don't think he's ever going to fall off, even though he's 87 years old. You got Sam Hauser coming off this bench as well, ready to knock it down at a moment's notice, and how could we forget Derek White himself, who is an absolute sniper, more of a passer in this situation. And then you got Drew Holiday, the fifth starter on this team that can really do a little bit of everything and is a phenomenal defender. Even Baylor Shireman, who we haven't got to talk about today, the secret weapon for the Celtics. This team's loaded. I think they're going back to back. We'll see. The Thunder pose a pretty big threat. I'm not going to lie, but I think this team can do it. I think they can go back to back. With that being said, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and that subscribe button. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.